Hi everyone, it's Tammy, and it's time to do our nails. Well, my nails. So, I'm going to be using the same fingernail polish that I had on before. This is by Zoya, and people had asked what the color was, so I don't really know. It looks like Elodie, E-L-O-D-I-E. I'll hold this up here so hopefully you guys can see it. And it is by Zoya. And I'm pretty sure I got this in one of my Ipsy bags early on. And I'm also going to be doing an accent nail this time in this julep nail polish that is in the color Kella, I think K-E-L-L-A it looks like, or maybe it's K-E-I-L-A. I don't know, I can't tell, but that is by Julep, J-U-L-E-P, and that is a subscription box as well. And this just has fingernail polish remover in it. Sorry, my husband ordered some Chinese for himself, and I think that it's here. Craziness. I'll pause it. Okay, so I am just making sure all of the polish is off and any lotions or whatever that's on my nails from just putting lotion on my fingers. I'm making sure that's off. And I also trimmed my cuticles, and I had a little hangnail there, so it's yucky, but that's what this is about. So I have a little bit of a secret maybe, but the nails that I had, they aren't mine. I mean, they are mine. These are mine. But I am using some fake nails over them. And these are by M-A-K-A-R-T-T. I don't even want to tell you how to say it. But if you go on Amazon, I'll try to remember to leave the link below. You can purchase these. There were 500 nails for, I think, $10. So very inexpensive. And I decided that I wanted to do this. And when you purchase that, it would lead you to, you know, other things people have bought. And there was this Kiss brand maximum speed nail glue. And I started out looking at Kiss nails. But when I was looking at those, you know how they show other things, they also had these, and these were getting very good recommendations. So I went ahead and ordered this one because it seemed to get a little better of a review. And I also have this top dry that's a quick dry. And I also have this nail cutter, but I'm not sure that I'm going to use it this time. I used it last time and it was all right, but I think I'm just going to use some scissors and trim them that way. So this, I don't know, I used to go and get my nails done, and I like to do that. I think it's a fun treat, but there was a time when I no longer, look at that, I just got glue all over me. When I no longer was treating it as a treat, it was like a chore. And I thought, well, I'm not going to go and spend all this money and then be unhappy and not even want to go. So I stopped going, and I took my acrylics off, and I am totally making a mess of myself. And I started just doing my nails at home and trying to grow them out. And I don't know if you guys remember, but about a year ago or a little more than that, my nails looked fabulous. They were grown out, they looked nice, and I just haven't been able to keep them that same way since then. I started chewing them again, and that's one of the reasons why I was getting acrylic nails to begin with, because I'm a bad chewer. But so I'd like for them to go long again. I just don't want to have to go back to the salon and do that whole thing with getting acrylics on. I don't like going to get them filled every 2 weeks, or I'd sometimes stretch it out a little longer, but honestly, it needs it every 2 weeks for me. And I just don't like it. I don't know if it's because I'm an introvert and I don't like to do that kind of thing, or if it's because it's, I mean, I'd rather be crafting. I'd rather be doing lots of other things than that. So whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't need to go into a long spiel about what I'm doing, but, or why I'm not doing that. But I just don't want to do that. I don't want to spend the money on it. It felt like it was just a lot. And I don't like the way that it makes your nails feel after you get them taken off. And even sometimes when you first get them put on, they kind of hurt. And not that it's not anything I could deal with, it just doesn't feel like it's supposed to. So, at least to me. So, these seemed like they might be a good alternative, and I wanted to try it first without kind of telling you guys and seeing what I thought about them, and I really did like it. So, I went ahead and I picked out the sizes that fit me best, but I did learn that I need to make smaller. So, let's see, what I'm going to do is like put them out as I know they are. I need to go smaller with the number 3. I need to use a number 4 instead, I think. I need to make sure that this will fit my middle nail. That 3 was a little too big on my middle nail. So to size them, you're just supposed to put them on and then like not have to press down, because you don't want them to be too tight on you. And that seems a little bit small. So I'm going to see this 3 again. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to try the 4 because that's what I had told myself to try. So I'm going to put these 3s up. I'm not going to use the 3s. I also don't use the 0s. So this should do it for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out whatever I need of each of them and kind of lay them out so that I'll have them. So these are my thumbs. I need 2 of those. Those were a little bit big too. I wonder if I should try a 2 on those. Oh no, that's way too small. Goodness, it goes from one size to the next size and it's a lot of a difference. So I'll just use the ones. And then I said that these 4s are going to be for my middle fingers, right? So that's going to be for my middle finger and for my pointer finger. Yes. So middle and pointer. So, whoops, let's move thumbs over here. I'll do it like this. Thumbs, pointer, and middle. Oh wait, I think I said pointer, but I think I meant ring. Yes, I did. So there's 2 there, there's 2 there. And then I need 5 for the ring. Or for the pointer. Goodness gracious, I keep saying the wrong thing. But I know what I'm doing. Kinda. Yeah, okay, so that one will go here. Are there 2 there? See, these are so nice and thin. Sometimes it's even hard for me to tell if there's two. And then 2 on the pinky. And again, my sizes are going to be totally different than your sizes. I have kind of big hands and big nail beds. Some people have big hands and small nail beds, or small hands and big nail beds. So it's all going to be different. And so the first thing you want to do is make sure that you have your cuticles pulled back, clipped, however you need them. And then you want to make sure that your nail beds are clean. And then I'm just going to go through with a little buffer, and I'm just going to buff it just a little bit. To kind of get the surface a little ready for something to attach to it. And then because I have now some dust, I'm going to take my nail polish remover and just go over each nail one more time to get all of that dust off. And these nails lasted me for about a week, just so you know. Actually, it was a week ago today that I did them the first time. I did have a couple of them pop off, and I could put them back on. And I just put some glue on here. I don't know. I may put too much. I'm not exactly sure. I just know that I want it to be, I don't want my nail to be falling off. And then I stick it on the end. So I have some glue on the end, and then I kind of push it back, pushing back into my cuticle with the nail. And then I'm just pushing it down, and I hold it for about 30 seconds or less. More than 10, but it might be less than 30. Just to make sure that that sticks well. I also don't want my nails to be too overgrown. Like this one's a little bit long for these. This one might be, but I don't want them to be too short either. So I don't mind that they're about that long. You can see a couple of them when you turn your hand this way, but not very much. Get off all that cotton. And then I do one hand with all my fingers first. And so this is my pointer finger. It's hard to get them apart. And once you have the glue on, you really kind of need to work a little faster than what I'm doing right now, because the nail or the glue will dry. Oops. And you don't want that to happen. And you want to push it back pretty, I mean, you want to, you know, make it look like it's as natural as can be. And then go with this one. And get a little bit of it on there, and then I'm pushing this back. And holding it down. So I know that this might be boring to watch, but I just kind of wanted to do it so that you guys could see how I'm doing it. I am not claiming I'm an expert. by any stretch. But I think that, I mean, there were enough people that commented on my nails and saying that they liked them. But I thought I'd show you what I was doing. And this is an alternative to getting acrylics if you don't want to spend that investment of time and money and effort to do acrylics. This might be an option that you would like. The glue is about $3 or $4. You can get that at the drugstore too. And these nails, like I said, were $10 for 500. Now you get every size, so I don't know how many of each you get. At least 30 though. So I mean, that's 30 different sets of nails. So for me, that's gonna last me for a half a year or more. And then now that I have one hand done, what I like to do is just go ahead and trim them. And the way that I like them kind of short, so I like to put my cutter against my skin so I can feel my skin, and then I just trim. And I like the square, so I'm just going to cut it straight across. Now actually I might be getting this one a little bit too short, but it's alright. Ooh, that one kind of hurt when I was putting my scissors there because I think I had it a little too short. I guess it matters if you're holding your scissors, you want to make them straight and not like this, because like this you're cutting more down and like this you're cutting more up. So just be aware and just cut straight. And then you're gonna have, and I like my nails square, so I cut straight. That makes all the sense, I guess. But you get these sharp points on the end, so you are going to have to file that down. So just be aware of that. You can either do that now or you can wait until you've got all of them on and do it then, but I'm just going to do it now just because I'm weird. And I just take a nice strong emery board and just kind of round off the edge. I do that for every nail. And these have lasted like in the shower, washing my hands, doing dishes. Like I said, I have had a couple of them pop off, and I've just been able to glue them back on with this nail art, or this nail glue, and it's been fine. Today though, I could tell that some of them were getting a little looser than others, and I was able to actually just kind of put my fingernail underneath and just peel off all of them off. So that's how I took them off today. It's probably not the best way to do that, so don't listen to what I do. Do whatever it says to do on your nails. It probably says to soak them in acetone nail remover, nail polish remover, or something like that. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and finish this one, and then I'll pause you, or maybe I'll put it on fast forward to do the other hand, so you'll be able to see it, but it will be going at lightning speed. And then I will bring you back and show you what I'm doing next, which will just be painting my nails. All right, so there is one hand. And I will bring you back in just a minute. Okay, so I have all 10 of my nails complete, I believe. And so now it's time to paint them. And if you get good sizes, I mean, if you don't have a good size, you could cut the edges or trim the edges. I just don't want to have to deal with that. So I am just leaving it like it is and just painting. So if they don't totally go to the edge, honestly, I find that nobody but me even notices that. Now, it did take 3 coats the last time to do all of my nails and to make them look halfway decent. I'm not going to do that pinky or the ring finger. I'm going to use this on the ring finger. So I'm just painting. And I'm going to give all of these 3 coats and then I will be back again. Okay, so I painted them all, and then I even had to take the polish off of this one because I accidentally painted it with this, with the color. So then I repainted it with the glitter, and I painted this one with the glitter. So I think they look halfway decent. I'm not the best with my left hand, so there's some areas that will need to be cleaned up, but all in all, I think it's okay. And then I did the fast dry top coat, and that's what's on them now, and I still kind of just am protective of them while that's drying, or actually for a little bit. I usually don't paint them. It's 9:30. I usually don't paint them this late because I'm afraid when I go to bed I'll have markings from the bed pillow or whatever on them, but hopefully with the fast dry we will not. I'll probably be going to bed within the next hour or so, but yeah. So that's that. Hopefully that helped you guys a little bit. I don't know if you guys want to try the nails or not, but I will leave the links down below. McCart, I guess, is the way that you might pronounce these nails. They are very thin, which I love because they look and feel natural, and they are very easy to cut, and I think that they are very wearable. So thank you guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.